السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب زدني علما. Inshallah ta'ala, today we are going to start lesson number 29. And in this lesson, we are going to read about Mafoolun Lahu. This is a short lesson, inshallah. So we'll try to finish this in this class. Inshallah ta'ala. So this lesson we learn about, last time we learned about Mafool Mutlaq, which is a masdar again. Even this lesson we learn about masdar, but this masdar gives you a reason, internal reason, and it's called Maf'ulun Lahu. Like, why are you doing this action? So it gives you an intention about it. So there's a masdar which tells us the reason for the action, Why did you do this? And this is also a masdar. This is also a masdar, which gives you a reason for the action, like lam akhruj min al bayti khawfan min al matari. I did not leave khawfan, fearing, khawfan min al matar, fearing from rain. So why did you not leave? Fearing, khawfan min al matar. So khawfan is mansub. That's it. There's not much to it. Why did you do this? Because of such and such reason. So masdar, which gives you a reason, is called maf'ulun lahu. Maf'ulun li'ajlihi. I came hubban. It'll come in the lesson. Hubban lin-nahwi. I came for loving grammar. In the Quran, it comes wala taqtulu awladakum. Don't kill your children. Wala taqtulu awladakum. Why should you not kill your children? Khashyata imlaq, fearing. Khashyata is mansub. Imlaq, khashyata imlaq, fearing poverty. Amlaq yumliqu, imlaq, poverty, fearing poverty. Okay, don't kill your children. So khashyata, why is it mansub? Because it's giving you a reason. Don't do this because fearing poverty, right? Fearing poverty. So let's see the lesson. This is what we'll learn in this lesson. And how do you differentiate between maf'ulun mutlaq and this one? Well, maf'ulun mutlaq, the same verb, there'll be a verb here, the same masdar or its family will use this, and this is for emphasis, ta'kid, lit ta'kid, and then we can use it for type, libayan and now, and other number, right? For these reasons, maf'ulun mutlaq will come. Correct? Or there could be something like naib also, right? Naib anil, like kullu, ba'du and all that. So we learned all these, and this is for these reasons. But this one has only one reason, and that is reason. It gives you the reason for doing the action. Only one reason, one time it is used, and that is for reason, right? Only for reason of the action is called. It has two names, maf'ulun lahu or ajlihi. Maf'ulun li ajlihi. Ajl means reason. Huh? So maf'ulun li ajlihi, for which reason you're doing. Ajlihi. So all these two names for this, for the same thing. For the same thing, there are two names for it. Okay, let's begin. Al-Mudarrisu. Lima tanzuru fi as-sa'ati al-faynata ba'da al-faynati ya Adnan. So the teacher says, why are you looking in the watch? Faynata ba'da al-fayna, yani waqtan ba'da waqtin. Fayna ba'da fayna is a way of telling moment after moment. Fayna, yani waqtan ba'da al-waqt. Why are you using every now and then? It's an adverb of time, so mansuba, verb. Faynata ba'da. Both are used together, I guess, most of the time. I don't know if it's there. I mean, it's not there in the Quran anyways. So faynata ba'da al-fayna is used every now and then. Like, why using looking at the watch again and again? Ba'da al-marrati ba'da. Marratin, many times. Marratin kathira, something like that. So fayna ba'da al-fayna is again and again. Ya Adnanu. Adnan says, innama af'alu dhalik. So he'll start bringing maf'ulun lahu. So he has to bring, why are you doing this? Why are you going out? Why? So Why are you looking in the watch? Innama, I'm only doing this. And we know innama means only, right? Innama means only. It doesn't mean indeed, it means only. And innama can come with nouns or verbs. Innama af'alu dhalika, I'm only doing that. This is mafulun lahu. Khawfan. Why are you doing this? Khawfan min fawatil maw'idi. Fata yafutu, fawat is the masdar, which means missing the appointment. Fawatil maw'id, missing the appointment. So this guy is missing the appointment. That's why he is not, he is looking at his watch. فَإِنَّ لِي مَوْعِدًا مُهِمًّا, because I have an important appointment مع الطبيب بعد قليل, after the with the doctor after a while. بعد طبيب. So this sentence was brought for this. Finally, because we can translate finally is because. Next thing, هلا غبت عن هذه الحصة. هلا. So what is هلا? This is called tahdid and tandim. When you want to encourage someone to do something, or you want to discourage or something, or you want to shame him for not doing something. Tandim, rebuke him. Tahdid and tandim. Tahdid is hadda yahuddu, to hatha yahuddu is also to encourage someone. So you want to encourage, so halla ghibta. So this is a particle used with verbs. Why didn't you do this? And generally you have mudari or madi. But if it comes with madi, this halla means it's like, why didn't you do this? It's like rebuking him. So this is madi, right? So not rebuking, like a soft rebuking kind of. I mean, should you not have been absent from this class, from this period? I mean, why didn't you come if you had to go? And halla ghibta an hadhil hissati. So this is like reproaching or softly reprimanding him. I mean, should you not have done this? So and so. This is with madi. But if it used with mudare, it means should you not do this? Halla taghibu, should you not become absent? That's like encouraging someone. Encouraging someone. If you use it mudare, he'll give an example of mudare also in the future. But this is madi, okay? So can you use anything else? Yeah, there's so many particles like that. And very common in the Quran. One is Allah. Allah is used very common. Allah, inna awliya Allahi la khawfun alayhim wa lahum yahzanun, I think. Allah. And there's another which is used, Allah. Allah. With Allah. Allah. Allah taf'alu hakada. Why didn't you do so? Should you not have done this? Or should you do this? Then another is Lauma. Lauma is also used. Lauma. Why didn't you do this? Or Laula is also used. Laula. Laula. Why didn't you do this? Or Laula idh sami'tumuhu. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, why didn't you not, believers, when you heard it? Wal mu'minatu bi anfusihim khayran wa qalu hadha ifkun mubin. When Aisha radhiyallahu anha, she was blamed. So why didn't you not say that this is just a manifest lie, obvious lie? So laula is used. Laula. But this is laula is different from the laula which we learned before. So there are two laulas which we learned. One is half imtina' wujud, it is called. Like context will tell you, like laula al-hawa'u la halaka an-nasu. Had it not been for air, people would have died. So that is like, because of this, people did not die. That is laula again. This laula means, why didn't you do this? Or why should you do that? Something for the future or for the past. Okay, so what is used? Allah is used, Allah is used, halla is used, laula and lauma. Five from what we know. There might be more. So Allah, 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 halla. See, Allah, Allah, halla, lauma, laula. Two laus, and this is Allah, Allah, halla. All these are used, to do this. Halla ghibta an hadhihi. It's like a strong, why were you not absent for this lesson? Or should you not have been absent for this lesson? So Adnan says, كان بإمكاني أن أستأذن المدير في الغياب عن هذه الحصة ولكنني حضرت حبا للنحو. So it says kana, there was the imkani. There was amkana imkinu, imkan is the master. There was my possibility. That means there was a possibility for me. I mean, I had an option. بإمكاني يعني I had an option أن أستأذن المدير to ask the permission of the teacher. Teacher. Like I could have gone to the principal and asked the permission, but في الغياب for the absence and هذه الحصة for this period. ولكنني, but I came حضرت حبا للنحو. I came why? Again مفعول له. I came love for loving this nahu. So he loves grammar so much that he came anyways. So he says, so all the sentences. So in the same context, he brought two mafulun lahu. Huh? This is also khawfan and hubban. So beautiful context. No? Why is he looking in the watch? Fearing appointment. Why did he come? Loving the grammar. So the teacher says, Jazakallahu ilman. May Allah increase your knowledge. هكذا يكون الطالب المثالي. Like this are the مثالي means exemplary student. Exemplary student is هكذا, like this. إنما, so he brings again إنما يدرس رغبة في العلم. Why does he study? He only studies رغبة. رغبة means interest in knowledge. So when رغبة comes with fi, رغبة في, رغبة يرغب, it comes with fi, it means to have an interest, to love something, to like something. So he comes only with the love or interest in knowledge, ولا رهبة من الامتحان, and not fearing. رهبة يرهب is fearing, and not fearing from the exam. من الامتحان. اقرأ الآية يا إبراهيم. So he brought two مفعول مطلق, مفعول له again, رغبة and رهبة. رغبة and rahbat. So this is rahiba yarhabu, rahbatan, and this is raghiba yarghabu. If raghiba comes with an, it means to dislike something. So if raghiba fi means to like, raghiba an is to not like something, to hate something. Raghiba an. Like faman raghiba an sunnati falaysa minni. Whoever dislikes or turns away from my sunnah is not from me. Raghiba an sunnati. So رغبة مفعول له لا رهبة في الامتحان. اقرأ الآيات يا إبراهيم. Read. Very simple. مفعول له is very simple. Read the verses, O Ibrahim. Ibrahim says بعد الاستعاذة, after استعاذة, ولا تقتلوا أولادكم خشية إملاق نحن نرزقهم وإياكم إن قتلهم كان خطأ كبيرا. Allah says ولا تقتلوا أولادكم. Do not kill your children. تقتلوا أولادكم. This is مفعول به. ولد أولاد. So awlad could also be his children, right? Just not boys, right? Like in other languages. Khashyata imlaq, fearing poverty. Imlaq, amlaqa, yumliqu, imlaq. This is form 4 masdar, right? Amlaqa, yumliqu, to become poor. Fearing poverty. Nahnu nazuquhum. We will give provision. Wa iyyakum, and you too. So don't kill them out of poverty, that how can I afford or something. Right? So don't kill them, don't abort your children. Narzukhum wa iyyakum, and you. Inna qatlahum, indeed the killing, qatlahum, kana qitan kabira, is very grave sin or mistake or grave error. Qitan kabira, khata yakhtau khit, qitan, khataun, khataun, qitan is all used with a kasra. Okay. Why is it used with a kasra? Let me check. If there are two masdars for this, I don't know. There's two masdars. I just have this question, like why with a khitan? Or is it what we learned before, which is like qitlah? What was it? Masdarul hay'a. Is it that? I don't know. So khati'a yaqta'u khata'un is only one masdar. Maybe it is that. Khitan. Maybe I can get it in Furqan. There's this Quran app, right, where we get the Arab. This is Isra. Let me show you maybe so that you don't stare at a screen. This is the Quran app, so we use Isra. I don't know if we'll get the answer. I'm just searching. Why is it khitan? And this is verse 31. So وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ, this is fine. I'll go to علوم إعراب ميسر. Did it talk about خطأ? خبر كبيرا صفة لخطأ خطأ خبر كان, this is fine. إن حرف نازل, no, he didn't talk about خطأ. Why is it خطأ? He just said this is خبر كان, that's why it's mansub. Fine. Let's say إعراب القرآن مبلاغ أن تقتلهم كان اسمها, no, even this book did not. Maybe they don't talk about it. Like, why is it khitan? Because it's obvious, I guess. It's not obvious for me. But I think it's فعلا. I don't know where this is here. Sarf. Okay, there's sarf here in this book. I want khitan, balagha. Oh, this al-jadwal fi i'rab al-Quran. I want verse 31. Where's 31? 38, 29, 30, 31. Al-waw istinafia and fine. Inna harf rabbuka wal kaf mudaf. I don't know where it is. 31. Oh, he gives verse wise. Fine. Okay, here it is. Walha mudaf ilayhi. I don't know where's khitan. يصرف والفاعل قتل في القتل يصرف في القتل. It's 31, right? Sorry. مَعْتَبِنَّ قَتْلَهُمْ كَانَ خِطْأً خَبَرْ كَانَ مَنْسُوب. He doesn't mention. No, I don't think they'll mention. Okay. Okay, fine. All right, sorry. So khitan is, I think, is masdar. Masdarul hay'a fi'lan. Okay, so here why this is the point, right? خشية يجعلون أصابعهم في آذانهم من الصواعق حذر الموت. So they put their fingers in the ears from the sawa'iq, from the thunder. Is it thunder? Sawa'iqa. أو كسبي thunderclaps. حذر الموت, fearing mouth. Okay, thunder and light. Again, thunderclaps. This is sa'iqa is plural singular and sawa'iq thunderclaps. Hadara al-maut. So why did they do that? Fearing. Hadara is fearing death. So mafulun lahu. Okay. So this verb is hadira yahdharu. And masdar is hadarun. Hadarun. To be fearful. تتجافى جنوبهم عن المضاجع يدعون ربهم خوفا وطمعا ومما رزقناهم ينفقون. يتجافى from 6 is to avoid. So the sides avoid. The sides, that means the bodies, sides of the bodies, anil madaji. Madaji is beds. So the sides, majaja means beds. So the sides avoid or keep away or shun from the beds. Jambun junubun is a side of a body or something. Side of a human body. Jambun singular, junub. Yad'una rabbahum. They call on to their Lord khawfan, fearing and hopeful. So mafulun lahu. Fearful. Why do they call khawfan? Wa tama'a. Tamiya yatma'u. Tama'an. Tamiya is to desire something, hope something, aspire. وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ, and they give from what we have provided. They spend in charity. أَنْفَقَ يُنْفِقُ إِنْفَاقٍ. So أَنْفَقَ يُنْفِقُ إِنْفَاقٍ from 4. So خوفا and تمعا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تبطلوا صدقاتكم بالمن والأذى كالذي ينفق ماله رئاء الناس ولا يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر. Because of billahi. Okay. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la tubtilu. Abtala yubtilu. Don't waste, don't invalidate your sadaqatikum, your sadaqats, your charity. Bil manni. Al mannan is the person who favors. Favor. He shows favor, that I gave you so much. Yeah. Manna yamunnu. Minnan minnatan. Man is to remind someone of the favors you give him. And adha is harm. So don't, just because I gave him money, I don't go and say, I gave you so much, so listen to me. I don't harm him bil adha. So don't, because that will invalidate your sadaqah. كالذي ينفق ماله, like the one who spends his money رِئَاءَ الناس. So why does he do that? رِئَاءَ الناس. So ra'a, yara, ri'a, or actually this is form 3. Ra'a, yura'i. No, this is form 3. Ra'a, yura'i, ri'a'an. It's not ra'a, yara, because ra is to see. Ra'a is to show off. Form 3, you add an alif in between. Show off. Ri'a'an is the masdar. Because form 3, fi'alan is the pattern, no? Form 3. The two masdars for form 3, one is mufa'ala and another is fi'al. Correct? Like jahada, yujahidu, jihadan, mujahadatun. So, ra'a, yura'i, ri'a'an is the masdar. To show off. Ri'a. In English, they say riya, but it's actually ri'a'un. And the person who shows is called mura'i, the show off, the guy who shows, because mu, right? Ismul fa'il. Riya an-nasi wala yu'minu billahi, and it does not believe in Allah and the day of last day. Wal yawmil akhir. So where's the mafulun lahu? Riya. Anything else? No. Okay. So these are all maful lahu, very simple to identify, inshallah, and very rare, not that common like mafulun mutlaq. Huh? Maful mutlaq is on another level, very common. But this is, you can find few verses here and there, and very clear to understand. يَدْخُلُ الْمُرَاقِبُ وَمَعَهُ زُهَيْرٌ. Muraqib enters, so the Muraqib is back again, and with him is Zuhair. So he has to bring more context to it, these things. Al-Muraqib said, بعد التحية يقول زهير. Zuhair says, إنك منعته من الدخول. Zuhair says, you have prevented him from entering. Prevented him from entering. Al-Mudarris says, why did you prevent? إنما منعته تأديبا فقط. فقد أصبح تأخذ دأبه ودينه. إنما منعته. إنما منعته. I've only prevented him تأديبا. أدب يؤدب تأديبا. Only as to discipline him, punish him, as adab, to teach him adab. فقد أصبح التأخر. Becoming late has become his what? Da'bahu wa daydanahu. That is his lifestyle, his habit. Da'bahu wa daydana is the way of saying. Da'bun is habit. Daydana is also habit. So da'bahu wa daydana. So why is it mansub? Because of asbaha, no? Khabar of asbaha. Like this is sister of kana. So da'bahu wa daydana. Da'bun and daydana both mean habit. His become a regular habit. It flows in his bloodstream to become late. Okay. Da'abuhu wa daydanahu. So Muraqib is using halla now. Halla tashkuhu ila al-mudir. Now he used with mudari'. So we learned ala, halla, alla, lawla, and lawma. 5 of them, right? So halla is one of them. So halla, and use mudari'. So should you not complain to the principal? I mean, why don't you complain to the principal, right? So it's encouraging, tahdid, not reproaching, because this is mudari'. So anytime these 5 come, you have to look at, is it past or is it present? Verb used. If it is past, it means reproaching. Should he not have become absent? And this is like, why don't you go and complain? Should you not complain to the principal? Innama asbiru alayhi. I'm only having patience on him. Qasdal islahi. Qasada yaqsudu, with the intention of, qasada is to have in mind. The masdar is qasada yaqsidu. Daraba yadribu. Qasd is the masdar. Islahi, with the intention of islah, to improve, reform. Aslah islu, form 4 is masdar, right? Asallahu an yuslihahu. Perhaps Allah will reform him or correct him. Asallahu an yuslahu. So this is, if you learned last time, we learned, right? This is ismu asa, and an is the khabar of asa. Khabar of asa. And we learned about asad tamma and naqis and all that, right? This is asad tamma because we have the ismu of asa here. Okay. That's it. This is a lesson. Tamarin ajiban al-aslat latiyati. Lima yanzuru Adnanu fi as-sa'ati miraran. So miraran means the same thing. Why is Adnan looking at his watch miraran? لأن له موعد مع الطبيب. Because he has موعود. ينظر عدنان في الساعة مرارا يعني فينة بعد فينة. He used فينة بعد فينة. That means again and again. خوفا من فوات الموعد. Fearing from missing his موعد, appointment. لما حضر الدرس مع أنه مريض. Why did he attend the lesson while that along with that he's sick? With that he's sick. That means along with that, along with him being sick. لأنه حضر الدرس حبا للنحو. He came for love of grammar. He's sick. لما منع المدرس زهيرا من الدخول. Why did the teacher prohibit Zuhair from entering? Because he was تأخر became his. أصبح منعه من الدخول تأديبا له فقد أصبح التأخر دأبه وديدنه. He prevented because the becoming late has become his habit. So he'll explain all the rules, right, and give some exercises. That's a lesson. So not many points. There's mafulun lahu, halla, and there's another point called la atifa, which la is used as a conjunction. Just 3 points in this lesson. So hadartu hubban lin nahwi. I came as a love for grammar. Huna hubban maf'ulun lahu. Here it is maf'ulun lahu. Very simple. Al-maf'ulu lahu aw al-maf'ulu li'ajlihi. Al-maf'ulu li'ajlihi masdarun yudhkaru li bayani sabab al-fi'l. It tells you what? The reason for the verb. The reason for the verb. Nahwu, for example. Sabab is reason, right? وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ خَشْيَةَ إِمْلَاقٍ. Don't kill your children fearing poverty. Khashyata is mansub by reason. And point out all the instances of mafulun lahu. We've done this already, right? So in all these sentences. So khawfan, hubban, raghbatan, rahbatan, khawfan, tama'an, khashyata, hadara, ri'a, ta'diban. So he used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 mafulun lahus in the lesson. All these sentences. عين المفعول له في كل مثال. So he'll give some examples مما يأتي in the following sentences, because he'll just stress. Only 4 examples he gives because it's so not that common. قال تعالى ومن الناس من يشري نفسه. Who يشري. So shara yashri. We have to look at the dictionary because this is to sell. So shara yashri is to sell, but shara yashri could also mean to buy. So it's little, it's a verb which is used both. Shara yashri is to sell, also to buy. So the context which, but here it is selling because from what I know in the Quran, shara yashri has always been to sell. From what I know, never to buy. So I was like very confused, like why is it buying or selling? Right? So it is used for both. And Form 8, ishtara is only for buying. Form 8 from shara yashri is only for buying. So let me check. Shara yashri, has it used for buying in the Quran? So sell. Yeah, it has been used 4 times. Sharau, yashri, yashruna. Let me show you. It means to sell. So in the Quran, only to sell. So shara is to sell. So I went and searched for sheen, ra, and ya in this thing. And then ishtara, Form 8 is only to buy. But once, wala tashtaru bi ayati thamanan khalila. Don't purchase with my thamanan khalila. They translate as sell again. I don't know. Let's see this one, because they translate as sell again. But do not exchange. Say internationally translate as do not exchange. But you understand, right? Ishtara is only for buying. Yeah? Ishtara is only for buying. Mostly. Exchange. One is exchange, barter. I mean, they translate colloquially. But shara yashri is only to sell. Shara yashri is only to sell. So here, remember, shara yashri is to sell. Ba'a yabi'u. Same like ba'a yabi'u. Not purchasing, huh? Because you might think like ishtara yashtari, same as shara yashri. No, it's not. So shara yashri is who. So from the people are those who sell his soul, seeking. Ibtagha yabtaghi. And this is the mazha ibtaghaun. Ibtigha'a mardatillah, seeking the pleasure of Allah. Mardatillah. Seeking the pleasure of Allah. So why does he do that? He sells himself seeking pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I think this was revealed about a Sahabi who did hijrahs, giving all of his property and all that. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this verse or similar version. I'm not 100% sure. The Prophet said, Rabi hat tijaratuka. I think it was Suhaib, because they said, give us a property because you earn in Suhaib or Rumi. I'm not sure. So ibtigha is seeking. Second is usadiqu. So where's the mafulun lahu? This one. Usadiqu zamili hada daf'an li dararihi. I made friend. Sadaqa yusadiqu. I made friend of my classmate. Hada. This friend of mine, this colleague of mine, daf'an, pushing or defending against his harm. Li darari, for his harm. So I'm so fearful of his harm, I made friends with him. Right? I mean, daf'an lid dararihi. Daf'an lid dararihi. So this is دفعا is the مفعول له. أتغاضى عن حفوات أصدقائي استبقاء لمودتهم. So this is this verb is تغاضى يتغاضى, is to overlook. To overlook. أتغاضى. أتغاضى عن حفوات. حفوات is the mistakes or the slips. حفوة is a singular. Hafawat is a slipping, like small mistakes. So I've overlooked my small mistakes on my friends. Istabqa'an. Istabqa is remain, to persevere for their love. Wadda yawuddu mawaddatan. So mawadda is masdar mimi, if you remember. Because wadda yawuddu, wadda yawaddu, the masdar is wuddan. The actual masdar with a meme is mawadda. Masdar mimi. If you remember, there's a masdar with a meme. There's no rule for that. You just have to look in the dictionary, mawadda. So, taghada yataghada is to overlook. So, I overlook. How do you know I? Ana. An hafawati astiqai. Hafwatun, hafawat, slips of my friends. Istibqa'an li mawaddatim. Hoping that their love will remain for me. Istibqa'an, retaining. Istibqa'an li mawaddatihim. So because when you love someone, you can't stop them for every mistake. You ignore some of the mistakes and small mistakes. Hafawat. Nahan Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam and yusafira. Yusafir. It should be safara yusafir. So it should be a kasra. And yusafira bil Qur'ani ila ardil aduwi makhafata an yanaluhu al adu. The Prophet sallallahu prohibited and yusafira bil Quran, to travel with the Quran to ila ardil aduwi, mudaf nafili, to the land of the enemy, makhafata. Why? Fearing. So khafa yakhafu. Makhafa is again masdar miwi, I guess, with a meme. Makhafata an yanalahu al-adu, that the enemy will obtain it. That the enemy will obtain it. Nala yanalu is to obtain. That he might harm the mushaf and all that. The Prophet prohibited us. So this is what makhafata is the mafulun lahu. Here is tabqan. Very simple to identify. Daf'an. Mansub, mansub, mansub. Mafulun lahu. Amama kulli jumlatin mimma yati ismun. There's a noun after every, in front of every sentence. Ij'alu mafulan lahu. So it gives an exercise for more practice. Waqmil bihil jumla, and complete the sentence. Make it mafulun lahu. Wadbithu bishakla, and put tashkil also. So he has 6 sentences for that. Lam akhruj min al-bayt al-yawma. I did not leave from the house. Why? Khawfan min al-harri. So khawf. Makhafatan also, like he used masdar mimi, no? Makhafa. Khawfan min al-harri, fearing heat. So why did you not leave the house from today? Fearing heat, summer. Very simple, make it mansub, I mean nothing else. التحقت بالجامعة الإسلامية رغبة في علوم الدين. التحق يلتقي, to join. I joined the University, Islamic University, رغبة في علوم الدين, having an interest in the Islamic sciences, علوم الدين, loving it. لم أقرأ الجرس. قرأ يقرأ is to knock or ring the bell. لم أقرأ الجرس. I did not ring the bell. مخافة. So use مخافة here. مخافة أن يستيقظ المريض. Fearing that the patient will wake up. So here you can see Makhafata I use with without tanween. Without tanween, because this masdar muawwal or with the file is used as mudaf ilayhi. Because remember, masdar muawwal, anytime you see, it's like a noun. So maybe we can use it with an has come, no? So we can use it with just with a fatha, makhafata an yastaykhidha al-marid. Because an and this thing came, no? So this is like a noun mudaf ilayhi to this. So we need to use it with the fatha from what I understand. Let's see the answer for this. Third one. Yeah, makhafata. Correct. Yes. Not makhafatan. Makhafata an yastaykhidha al-maridu. So this whole thing is like a noun. Huh? This is the file for this. And an plus fail mudare, this whole thing is like a noun. So this is treated like a noun, correct? So you make it mudaf. This is the mudaf ilayhi, and then this is the have, and this is the verb, and this is the file for the verb. Okay. قمت إجلالا للمدرس. إجلالا, respect. I stood respectfully for to honor the ajalla yujillu ijlal from for. I stood for respect for the teacher. أقرأ الصحف بغية. So بغية, seeking. بغية is بغاية بغية. Yeah. بغية الاطلاع على أحوال المسلمين في العالم. Seeking knowledge. اطلع يطلع is knowledge. It comes with ala, to know something, to look into something. So it could mean to know something, or it could also mean to look into, like basara, the ra'a, to look into it. Because there's story in the Quran about people of Jannah, and one of them says, قَالَ قَائِلٌ مِّنْهُمْ إِنِّي كَانَ لِي قَرِينٌ. I had a best friend, close companion, and he used to say, do you believe in Day of Judgment? Halanta, let me see the words. إِنِّي كَانَ لِي قَرِينٌ قَالَ هَلْ أَنْتُمْ أَإِذَا مِتْنَا وَكُنَّا إِنِّي كَانَ لِي قَرِينٌ يقول. This is in قال قائل منهم. No, not this surah. Safat. This is a Safat. I said Safat. قال قائل منهم إني كان لي قرين يقول هل أنتم. This is verse number 51. قال قائل منهم إني كان لي قرين, and then the next verse is يقول أئنك لمن المصدقين. Do you really believe? Do you really تصديق? Do you really accept? مصدقين. أئذا متنا وكنا ترابا وعظاما أئنا لمدينون. When we'll die, will we come back? When we become bones and dust, we will be questioned. Madinun, Dana Yadunu is to be reckoned. Will we be reckoned? So, قال هل أنتم مطلعون. So, اطلع يطلع. So, the friend said, there was a guy who I had a friend, and this guy used to say, do you really believe in all that? He used to put doubts and all that. He did not believe. So, will you look at him? So, from Jannah, he will say, will you look at him? قال هل أنتم مطلعون. And so he will say فَطَّلَعَ. He will look into it. So he will look at فَطَّلَعَ فَرَآهُ فِي سَوَاءِ الْجَحِيمِ. He will find him, نَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ, in the middle of Jahannam. So he will speak to that guy and say, قَالَتَ اللَّهِ إِن كِتَّ لَتُرْضِينَ. By Allah, you were about to make me slip. وَلَوْلَا نِعْمَةُ رَبِّي لَكُنْتُ مِنَ الْمُحْتَرِينَ. I would have been punished, because if it not been for this thing muhdarin, I would have been brought to account. So the point is, ittala means two things. Yeah, one is to know, another is to see, to look into something. This is bughya. Okay, la azalu albasa malabis as-sufi. I will continue where suf is not cotton. Yeah, woolen clothes. Khashyatan yusibani bardun. Fearing that cold will afflict me. Asaba is to afflict me, to hit, afflict, from for. Khashyata and yusibani. Right, so this was all about Mafoolun Lahu. Next we have Halla, few exercises for Halla and Allah and Allah, Lauma, Laula. So he says, Halla ghibta an hadil hissa. Shouldn't you be have been absent from this period? Halla tashkuhu ila al-mudir. Should you not complain to the mudir? Halla harfu tahdid, encouraging, what tandim, reproaching. Reproaching. So this is for future, that is mudara will be used with it, future, and this is for past. Both it is used. So it depends on the verb you use after it. إذا دخلت على المضارع فهي للحظ. حظ يحض is to encourage. If it enters upon مضارع verb, it is for حظ على العمل, encouraging, pushing you to the work. نحو هلا تزورني. Should you not visit me? Or why don't you visit me? I mean, please visit me, kind of. وإذا دخلت على الماضي كانت لجعل الفعل يندم على فوات الأمر. لجعل الفاعل يندم على فوات الأمر. And if it enters upon ماضي, it is for كانت لجعل الفعل, making the فاعل, جعل الفاعل, the doer, يندم, ندم يندم, becomes sad, regret on the losing of the action, فوات, on the missing of the amr, on the matter or whatever. Like you're making him regret. Why didn't you do this? نحو هل اجتهدت. Shouldn't you had worked hard? That means you did not work hard. You should have done this. Why didn't you do? Like that. هل اجتهدت. And it's a strong one. هناك أحرف أخرى للتحديد والتنظيم. And there are other words, particles, أحرف, right? Harf, for encouragement and reproachment. And they are ala, alla, ala, lauma, laula. Allah, ala, lauma, and laula. Very common. Allah, I've seen it many times. I don't know about Allah. Lauma, laula is also seen. I've not seen lauma. I don't know if it's there. So let me see lauma. So let me tell you how many. I don't know if it'll search for Allah because see, it doesn't. Laula, maybe it'll search. Yeah, laula has been used 75 times. But you have to see between two things. One laula is, had it not been, like I find the first one in Baqarah, فَلَوْلَا فَضْلُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكُمْ, had it not been the fadl, that is for harf imtina lil wujud. This one, see, لَوْلَا يُكَلِّمُنَ اللَّهُ أَوْ تَأْتِينَ آيَةً وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ لَوْلَا يُكَلِّمُنَ اللَّهُ. So why does not Allah speak to us? They want Allah to directly speak to us, right? People who don't know, Allah says, people who don't know say, Laula yukallimun Allah. So this is like Mudar is, why should Allah not speak to us? Our sign should come from top of us, right? Allah should speak directly to us. So that Laula is again this one. So you have to be careful, this Laula, it could be two things. But I believe, from what I understand, this is more common than the Harfum Tinal il Wujud. Out of the 75 times, this is more common. Like, Laula unzila alayhi malak. Why doesn't an angel come to him? Very common. This Laula is very common than that one. So if you want to remember this one. This Laula is more common. Laula an ara burhana rabbi. Many people say, I want to see an evidence. Right? Laula is dakhalta jannataka khulta masha Allah in Surah Al-Kahf. Why didn't you do when you entered your garden, the two friends, right? Why didn't you do this? It's like dakhalta, no? So madi. So tandim. Laula yatina aya. This to say laula unzila alayhi malak, alayhi malaika, laula. This is all. Let me show you all this. All these laulas are for this one. See? If you see all these verses, maybe I can zoom a little bit. Yeah, all these laulas which you can see here, laula unzila alayhi ayatun min rabbi, is tahdid and tandim. And most of it are these. Not the first verse I could only find for laula fadlullahi alaykum. This is harfun tanal lil wujud. But other ones, laula ja'u alayhi bi'arbati shuhada. Why didn't he bring four witnesses? Yeah, here again. Walaula fadlullahi alaykum. This is imtina lil wujud. Walaula daf'ullahi nasa. Imtina lil wujud. You see the context and you understand. I did not been Allah defending people. But 75 times, this is Laula nuzilat surah. Falawla ulqiya alayhi asfiratun min dhahab. Why didn't he get bracelets of gold? All these people, they used to say, Laula an tadarakahu ni'matun min rabbi lanubi. This is haftum tila, imtina lil wujud. Qala awsatun alam maqul laula tusabbihun. This is again Why don't you? This is a story in Qamar where the people of Ashabul Jannah, no? So one of the brothers says, middle one, he says, why didn't you do tasbih of Allah? Lawla tusabih. This is mudara, so why don't you do so? Qalu subhana rabbina. The next word itself says subhana rabbina inna kunna taghin. Asa rabbuna. So most of the time, this is the more lawla, which is common. Huh? This is one. Why don't you do this? Lawla. I don't know if lawma is used. Let me search if I don't know lawma. No lawma at all. From what I can search. Allah is also very much, it's not searching for Allah because it's too confusing for it. Allah is so common. I don't know how many times, I can't tell you, but because it's not searching, it's saying exception error. But if I just, it'll search for Illa also. It search for Allah also. So I can't tell you here. Maybe some other app might help us. How many times? But yeah, Allah is used very, Allah inna awliya Allah la khawfun alayhim and so on. Okay, so you understand, right? All right. Allah natubu min dhambik. Allah tatubu. Allah, ayah 12. Which one? Baqarah ayah 12. Allah is used. Surah Baqarah. Yeah, very common. I mean, I've seen it so many times. Allah, 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 all the time. Allah innahum humul mufsiduna walakin la yashurun. Yes, yes, very common. Allah, Allah is very common. Behold, beware. You can translate so well. Grab your attention. Allah. Oh, again, Allah is of two types. I'm just confusing between those two. This Allah is Allah taf'alu hakada. This Allah, he does not teach in the Quran. I mean, does not teach in the Rasulullah. The Allah which I'm talking about, Allah is grabbing attention. It's called harfu tambih. It's called harfu tambih. Harfu tambih. In ayah 13. Ayah 13. وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ آمِنُوا كَمَا قَالُوا أَنُؤْمِنُ كَمَا آمَنَ Allah, no. Okay, let me tell you. Yeah. So now this is called harfu. So I'll tell you. Wait. So halla, Allah, Allah. Allah is used again two times. Two types of Allah, and lauma and laula. This is for encouragement, right? Encouragement. There's another harfu tambih, to bring someone's attention because he's not listening. So those are again five, I guess. Ala, ama, ha, like hada is used. That ha is called tambi. Ya is for calling someone. And kalla is also harfu rad'in wa zajr, but kalla is also used for grabbing. I'm talking about this Allah. I just got confused between both of the Allah. The normal, this tambi, I don't know if it talks about this, to grab someone's attention. I don't know if it brings it later on. Okay, so here you can remember two words here, Allah and Ama. But even if you remember, Allah is more important because I don't know Ama is used or not. So there are two types of Allah here from what we know. It could be more, but one is this Allah. Allah taf'alu hakada, like Allah tatubu min dhabi. Don't you repent from your sin. Taba yatubu is to repent. But this Allah is with a mad. Allah innahum humus sufa. Allah, that means beware, behold. This is grabbing attention. Ama is also used for that. Maybe it will come later. I don't know. But this is, I was confused with this and this. This and this. I thought it was one and the same, but they're two different things. Huh? Like laula, there are two types. Allah is also two types. Okay. Allah is also, I mean, there's one an plus la, right? Allah. And this Allah is also used, which is just Allah, I guess. So don't get confused between Allah and this Allah. This Allah. Allah. Okay. This is called tahdid wa tandim. That is tambih. Ahruf al-tambih, they are called. Ahruf al-tambih. Allah, that one is more common. Tambih is more common, grabbing your attention. Hati mufrad al-asma al-atiya. Okay, just plural, singulars. Asabe, isba, fingers. Sawaiq, sayaqa. Sayaqa is a thunderclap or thunderbolt. Jambun, junubun. Jambun is a side of a body, jump side. Madja, madaja, beds. Sadaqatun, sadaqa. And then yudkhilu kullu talibin da'bi wa daydani fi jumlatin. Every student should make a sentence with da'bi. It's my habit. So he made da'bi wa daydani and atamasha ba'da salat al-fajr. My habit is that I walk. Tamasha is to walk after salat al-fajr. I walk after salat al-fajr. Tamasha is to walk itself, right? I have to search for meme sheen, yeah. Form 5 from Masha Yamshi. Tamasha. Not able to find. Maybe it's previous place. Yeah, Masha Yamshi. I want form 5 from, yeah, to go on foot, yeah. Walk, to take a walk. Masha Yamshi or Tamasha. Every student uses halla in 2 sentences. Halla tashtahid. Won't you work hard? Halla intadartani. Won't you wait for me? Halla intadartani. This is halla tashtahid. Won't you work hard? And this is why did you not wait for me? It's like past tense, no? Intadara, interview. Why did you not wait for me? Intadartani. So we are done with the lesson. Oh, not we are not done. This is actually exercise. Every student use halla, this thing. And then he has 2 examples. Halla tashtahid, halla intadartani. Then last, he's explaining la atifa. No exercises for this. رغبة في العلم لا رهبة في من الامتحان. هذه لا العاطفة. So you use between 2 verbs or 2 nouns. ويعطف بها لإخراج الثاني مما دخل فيه الأول. And this is used la of عاطفة. This, not this, right? So you إخراج الثاني, removing the second one from the first one. So this is the first one. You remove this from the second one. وشرط معطوفه أن يكون مفردا. So you use a mufrad, he says. Singular. أي غير جملة. No sentence should come after it. ويكون بعد الإيجاب أو الأمر. It should be positive sentence or أمر. نحو, for example, سافر بلال لا محمد. So Bilal traveled, not Muhammad. So this is called la al-atfa. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything from what I know. No amal at all. So it's simple, just add la. Ishtaraytu dajajata madbu, and you have to use singular word. No sentences should come. La rahbatan. See, minal imtihan is not a sentence, so we'll just take rahbatan. Ishtaraytu dajajata madbuhatan la hayyatan. I purchased the chicken slaughtered, not alive. So you use la. Simple, very simple. Isal al-mudira lal mudarrisa. You see, just like a wow, atf, right? So this is also la al-atifa. Ask the principal, not the teacher. So mansub. Why? Because like a wow, you have to copy the i'rab. Atf. Kulit tufaha lal mawza. Eat apple, not banana. Okay, this is again mansub, and this is also again mansub. Correct? Kulit tufaha lal mawza. This is la al-atifa. La al-atifa. So again today we learned mafulun lahu as well as harfu tahdid wa tandim. Again 5 this thing ala. Again Allah is of 2 types. There's another for grabbing attention. This is not the grabbing attention one. This is like, shouldn't you have done this? Ala tatubu min adh-dhanbi. Ala tatubu ila Allah. And the other one is ala with a mad or something, or without the mad also, I guess. But Allah is used for tambih. Allah. And so the 5 words which he taught, harfu tahdid wa tandim. Allah, Allah, halla, lawla, and loma. Lawla. So lawla, tahdid, tandim is very common. You have to always remember it. Lawla, because many people get confused between the 2 lawlas. And I got a question on WhatsApp. Like someone asked me, what are the different 2 types of lawla? So one is, because we learned this previously in the previous lessons. So maybe he's in that lesson and we did not come till here, no? So he knew this one. So why is this like lawla sami'tumuhu? Why is it, where is the wujud and imtina? So because this is the second time, like, why don't you do this? Two types. This is first time, two second time. So you have to remember Lawla is of two types from what we know. There might be other types, but this is what Lawla is. One is Law plus La. So it's like Lawla al-hawa'u la halakan nas, Lawla fadlullahi alaykum. I did not be the fadl of Allah, and so on. The other one is Lawla fa'alta hadha, Lawla taf'alu hadha. Why didn't you do this? Or why won't you do this? Future tense also. Alhamdulillah. Next lesson is also very simple. Inshallah, next class we'll finish it. I think 30th lesson. Yeah. This is Tamiz. So what is Tamiz? Tamiz is for removing ambiguity. Removing ambiguity. So ambiguity will be there in two things, Tamiz Zat and Tamiz Nisba. When you compare two things, inshallah we'll learn next class when you compare two things. And another is in measurement. That's it. This is the whole lesson. Right? Inshallah ta'ala. When you compare something like I'm better than you in what? In khattan, in handwriting. Right? Kana mumti'an. Naam. Or mumta'an. Mumta'an. Or mumatti'an. Compare and measurement. So you use, this is called compare, it's called Tamiz Dhat, I guess. And this is, no, Tamiz Nisba with a sin, and this is Tamiz Dhat. Like, very easy, very simple Tamiz. And in numbers also we use it. Kam Taliban, that is Tamiz. We learned before in book 2, lesson 4. Now we learn everything about Tamiz. Tamiz. Mayyaza yumayyizu Tamiz. Inshallah. This is another mansub. So all mansubats is finishing up and will be done with all the mansubats after. So after this we have 4 lessons. So totally 5 more lessons. Inshallah we'll finish the book. But they are long lessons. So right, 5 more lessons. One is Tamiz, and there is Nun Thaqila, Nun Khafifa, and then one lesson for very important Nun Thaqila, Nun Khami, because it's very common in the Quran. That's the last lesson. Hal, one is Hal, 31 lesson is Hal, and then Hal is also very common because you can see all the time Hal, and Istithna is also common. Istithna is 32. So Tamiz, Hal, Istithna, all mansubat. And 33 is what? 33 is, oh, Nun Thaqila, Nun Khafifa. And the last lesson is Mamnu Min As-Saf. Yeah, he brings last lesson Mamnu Min As-Saf because he wants to keep it easy, I guess, to have a good feeling. That's what he does in all the books. Mamnu Min As-Saf is the last lesson. So this is what Nun, this is a Nun Thaqila. This is Tamiz, this is Hal, and what was there in between? Something I forgot. Istithna, exception. So all these 5 things we have to learn, inshallah. Tamiz is simple, Hal is also simple, exception is a little tricky. People don't like this lesson, so a little tricky. Nun Thaqila is also tricky, but it's easy because there's a conjugation for this. If alanna, if alannani, if alannunna, and all that. All nani. It's still extra, 20 extra after the last lesson. Yeah, there's a general exercise. Yes, we'll do that also, inshallah. Inshallah. Tamarin Amma, because we have a book for that. So we have all the answers available. So no need to answer. We'll just look at the answers, inshallah. Tamarin Amma, inshallah. Because he'll summarize and, he'll review all the points which we learn, especially Nun Thaqila and Nun Khafifa. Because like after the Khasam, you'll have a Nun Thaqila. Wallahi la ashtahidanna. It's like that. Can you put answers, Telegram? There's a book called Ajwiba. I'll put it in the book, inshallah. There's a book which you get on his website also. Yeah, inshallah. Naam, inshallah. Jazakallahu Khair. But I can show you if you want. 1 second. I just have it here. I think Ajwiba. No. There's separate book. Yeah. Okay. I have to download. Yeah, inshallah. I don't have it. I had it. Okay. Barakallahu feekum. Jazakallahu khairan. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.